Mesa ewa hanope. Minya Baku Subana Hini wanape ewa hanope. Kabila and free speech. I'll start with him. In the meantime, the Otunfo Center for Traditional Leadership, OCTL, at the UPS University of Professional Studies, Accra, invites chiefs, queen mothers, staff of traditional councils, and you can make or pick your calls in a crowded market, busy office at a party, a loud street, and of course, the Spark 50 will filter out the background noise. So visit any Techno store authorized dealer today and ask them about the Techno Spark 50. Birthday blessings shouting out to you, Naneki of Miami Travels and Tours. Happy birthday to you, Naneki of Miami Travel and Tours. Have a beautiful celebration. Have you spoken to Old Mutual lately? Ask Old Mutual about the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan. It will help you build a legacy with offers of up to 300,000 CDs with no underwriting, covering all the way up to age 80. So speak to them today. Ask them about the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan. Dial *378*3#. That is *378*3#. And speak to them about the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan today. Old Mutual, do great things every day. 29 minutes to 10. Yeah. And it says birthday blessings to Ikea of Miami Travel and Tours. This one is from Auntie. Wishing Queen Z, wherever you are, birthday blessings to you, Queen Z. Happy birthday, have a beautiful day. Blessings, good health, long life to you, Queen Z. Enjoy your birthday. Badum 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 bum badadadum dum 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 dum. Yeah. Ika.
Peace FM. Peace FM. Peace FM. 101.3.
Yeah. Time check, 22 minutes to 10 o'clock. Peace 104.3, Wednesday morning, the 20th of May, 12 million. So, Jamie Sikwabna.
Brapani Kwame Sefakan.
Memoajiano pay.
Josuminia.
Boko de.
Yamea do menanum so say.
Srewenya.
So I try my fumajo. And so, yeah, what so.
And when they answer, no.
And that's so say, Mamma me quite no pay. Menka akukudama eti studio ha ho na yini Ghana ho komo.
Yes, yeah, that's say when you want that you no pay.
Nansam wo krom.
Bebre.
Kama.
Bebre.
Mamenchia ulma je kufo kwanstrom koso anopei. Na men kan kire ne say on kana kuma nhye ne yam.
Ehye ne yam dada.
Na me be kone kun amano.
Amen.
Me di ne ho adanse bia anopei.
Amen. Minyo usuba na hene mache.
Ghana's morning voice.
Yes sir.
Kwame Sifakai.
Yehu ofi hache.
Chairman General.
Yes sir.
We too much.
Yeah, that's it.
Chairman ya me ba wona anadwo na ya me ba. We kura me be omo friends and them samram say ene.
Anadwibium.
Me anadwibium. Me ba chairman show anopai. Anadwo be ko ejubadie foforo.
Okay.
Kwame ye be chia atiefo.
Yeah, Joso edawase.
Ya bo wa baso nso.
Nyameni edanase.
Jubadie we be so mu fie bebre.
Amen.
Sorry, yeah.
Hey.
And me background no. The yet diman san ye ba bedru en so asan to aka ho. Why are there?
Na ya so mu anopani aba. Ahomachi sorry.
Yes, ahomachi sorry. Why are there? Wife so aba so say oja o ma. Ko sorry anopa bia.
Na obe ne dey.
Eti. Fami anopa de ye che won kan de na say. Ba bia wu aman.
Amen. 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 Ejapa?
Mango brother.
Mbeda krope. Ochen?
Adumaya kwa.
Na matu nkon.
Abakondre.
What's a judo team?
Oh.
What's a judo ribe?
Yebo hema edeza maboto.
Uchinkwa in advance.
Amen. Medawase.
Uchinkwa.
Medawase.
I mean share with Jumado.
Amen. Amen. Na nyede Mamunia Kabila okade nsamo kruma.
No.
Nka rege na the start show no ya nka mesen ka bodan ko tia na yempo na yenko. Enyo.
Benche yembo Mali ni dama.
Yembo Mali na yembo. But nsamo krum.
Enyo. Nsamo krum.
P. Ode ye can be.
Mate, me da senso.
Ghana man fu na wo hu no crowd be moda. Na masmin chairperson Kufo.
Papa bi.
In the past few days, it seems Zambia ibimo worka odzigu papa no fia. SFM. Chairman, we have to learn. We have to learn that as a country, you evolve in many ways. Issues are able to be debate, ya agree to disagree. Na Ghana na kanko ekoneba for the chirm wage na main na yenya ho faso.
Yeah.
But people think that Aroba Shishano so no case, you know. Oyasamo. The entity pia what the men who fear growing up there yenina ne be political people are na yen we friana ana de yemu bi mu no the entity no one fibia men wo vie. Now I cannot understand though. It say in some paragraph you don't even have the confidence to repeat it on radio. But the minimum can try without any constraints. And in conformity to some nature. Now why are you on? Why do we do this to ourselves?
Well,
that's not part of the answer near the studio. That means, brother, you didn't come on.
One of Osman.
On some of the issues, I want to answer one party. What the church wrong? I was telling him that look, I don't believe in the politics of who opponent won't fail. The NDC government won't fail because of what? If they succeed, it is Ghana that benefits.
Yeah.
But who says you can't lose election even if you perform 100%? Who says that? Because of people Kasembi, them had done a public accounts committee, who body language, crowd, political is enough to lose an election. So why should NDC fail?
You don't want NDC to fail.
Why should they? Chairman.
Brother.
Let's see, Somalia now your baby call apart from Ghana.
One.
We are here, we are on it. But then we are on one politics away, onion. And so they think that everybody has to follow that same trend. You people have promised so-called reset. One year, we're gonna follow you one. And MPP for the what's the loose election? Mama and Kasa be Muzande. A loose election, and I would do apologies. See, one year na Ghana for one.
Martin brother. Ora Francis Asmeni Dankwa Utie Osienne Ewa Wada NTM. Happy birthday, Francis Asmeni Dankwa of Adeshi 98. Have a good celebration.
What Kabila said.
Minia Kabra.
Chairman General.
Minim say Ebanu Bedra Mukasa. Ebanu free speech. Oye strong advocate. Free speech and matters arising in the last few weeks. Yes, say kasa ne bi honte enona minia ejapa akanwa sem say. Yes, bi mako kasa no manka niye. Ebi mako chro nyoma ewo aba fontentan so efe ni internet so omanchro niye. Na ye chichiko ne de baha ne kanwa sem. Niama dede abaho pa ye abronye. Say Obeka or a guest of the state. Nti ebi a radio ye di ho edru ka untimi ntie bi. MPP akotro krata ma diplomatic community say baby economy ngidi say enkoyi. NDC so say ora osahin afanyo marking all kasa efa abronye chichi ho ni stand okano no. Wan kase wakase tia judge. Afanyo marking say wan kase ntia ni nipadua no but na dwuma oye no kase tia. Yebisau is free speech under siege. Answer now, Bebemono. This one says the sad part of what Ejapa Mesa is talking about is the people who share these videos pretending to be neutrals. Michael, Enedi, and Obai. Ejapa Mesa, birthday blessings in advance to you. It's from Nkura, live from Sunyai. Nkura, good morning. Your favorite person, Akogan, is not here yet this morning. He'll be here on Monday, God willing. Chairman General, there's no problem ensuring law and order, but it becomes problematic when it becomes selective. I'm watching you from Enfield Town in the UK. Daniel says that one. And then Richard says, Chairman General of Ghana, I'm listening to you live in Bristol, UK. Good morning to you, Richard. Kwabna, Enfi and Common here.
Chairman General.
Yes, sir.
Mami Shasie and free and anu fiada. Nyame University of Professional Studies, Accra. UPSC Adom.
Na nyame Adom na ontimi enkasa di wampa. Because me humo.
Any go here na was ro am.
If na about it maintain
if I ask there too. Tone down. One moderative voice ya kwa.
You go so.
Ma minko na min na opim so. Kokrokoo so santihene.
Yeah.
Santihene. Or say to Ababu. Nchasronko na no fiada May 15, 2026. And oba ne suapono emuma ene akanifo ene business community shiaye. Ne kasa emu no say kwame unim so no ankasa so oye school no ba.
Yeah, so called Satan na IPS.
Na IPS come on. Na all kana odibi agudie kakra fa mu one ninua
Kandapa.
Ba ko kai o say na obone hu mode say devia no affordability ayi obedidi ntina unante ko Madina no mako yi na efe ba kan sembi nsempo bi no mu a me fi say ese say misisu bia wa ha ana say misisu bio ba ko okan ye ene say Chairman General mfa onye di dwa no mfa so dia eya nidie ana say eho entino. Eya na enya de pa. Potokasa mo say profit without integrity becomes exploitation.
Profit without integrity becomes exploitation.
Nti wo di dwa wo nya mfaso, but mamma wo mfaso na wo nya no nkoya sisie. Say wo sisi wo manfo, anase wono mu a wo ne wo mu edi dwa no. Na oka tete dia tete obi ka asante obi ka say ekba ye nhihye ye manso kasa ne asendi a tete ana wo bi ka no ne say e asem wo himfi a eya ye mpede e wadi fo ana wadi bi nkeke ye pe asem no mu no kre enu ntina na nanom wo bebi a wo mo kan say nyo no kan no say sebi se no kreda baabi na wo de obi bi kofa kra ye beka say onya bibi ma jani musa ana o kan yeso say leadership without accountability becomes arrogance.
Leadership without accountability becomes arrogance.
And o kai suapon no so say akanifu a mompe akuntabuo no eya na akoye ahantan ni dwe no ka say suapon bia wo ho no a e wo ho say ebetiti omanfo ama ya dwene yie. The university exists to develop citizens who can think clearly. Now, see, it is not enough to complain about corruption while participating in it. No, come on, you na Ghana for. Ketasiani proya ye kan wase no any free ba e hwan mo. Now, he who resists transparency often has something to hide. Chama, utumfo nsemo kan ye no. Me di wenum be ye ne tofabo. Na me dia bie masem na me beka no so. Efa enkomo si yini na no pe. Chama general.
Yeah, din komo na obi see a friend Abdul Ganiyu or a Adenta macho man utie anope. Obi say Kabila the great, your student is here. A Japan Mesa, you have an admirer. I love your passion. It's from Ohene Yeboah. Mumuni says, Chairman Jonah, good morning. I like what the NDC is doing and what their communicators are saying. They should simply not forget. And then I'm watching live from Worcester, Massachusetts in the USA. That's Joseph Boachi. Good morning from Accra to you, Joseph. Talking about Joseph and talking about Boachi. My big brother, Philip Kwesi Boachi. Obviously, you've not been listening to me at Kwesi. Congratulations to Arsenal. We've had a whole 1 hour eulogizing Arsenal today. Kwabna, yentuaso.
Chamajira.
Yes, sir.
Mpani wakasa bi omokase techrema empro. Ena ene paso ensa ene nguda. Ensu nipa die ye den ya ye bi dani aja da krubi.
Obisi opamicho otie Washington Airport ojina immigration line mu. Inti minchia munyina mano. Osi friend Esther Konedu. Osi, I'm listening to you guys. I'm in the queue at the Washington Airport immigration line. Good morning. Well, good morning from Accra to you, Esther Konedu. Thank you very much. Interesting. Yes.
Yeah, you share your mom, right? Your National Constitution 1992 now. Or my whole quite say, you bit my tray, I drain your candy, pesa your can. Nani no trimpono say a day or mine kind cobeba. Some rana so my whole kind my quantre say, Casabi one more a hunte. Ntia hunte na me kafa wo na me katia mi nua ana nipa ko bi ho a mrano ma kwancha e befa so e de mpata ana se e ho anu yie aba we nyina achi no na emra bi wo Ghana hanom a chese kasa o kasa yetimi gina so kasa watu oman no emra kase a eno no enye asotwa ye de ma okeke eye criminal. I said the wako bokro no wako diewu na friend criminal libel law. Nyame adom 2001 ena papa His Excellency Senior John Ajekum Kofo be mampani o ka say saade yi de omanfo kasabo hye wo mumunti anyin free ho ene yi free ho nyame adom na ebueye no na eno nkyere se obia sori a wo kasa keke na saying sembi akoso
yeah
na me boboso na poso kakra de di kan na saying tem owura mranini kese pa chachuchi kata abrana miami sua pon fa ko a yesua mra the faculty of law ka say papa yi wabɔ ho modin fie aduonu ni a wo be lawyer tie hye na ni onyam kwame oje mic na wo kasa na de papa ne ye ba ko ene say ode papa je kufo ye twapia o resa na kakra mini ni say ura chachuchi kata odwen hu bio a de oye wo ho no na ye fi asama o kan e na kasa no hwemu a chamangira no da sumina so adanse e wo ho kire say asama na wo ka no ene de esi ye no ebuabra obia ni won a wo de Ghana judicial system and judiciary what exploit and our explore all avenues available including enema ebinum fi say e get contrary to settled processes to say we chikata 2002 and o mine mra igina so de ka say ye de wo ko asendibia niema bia wa ye ho court kra ye de wo ko ye no kwame
kwara
di kan emsem fum so bi ba ade no so say the president versus
when it should have been the republic versus
yes criminal prosecution be the republic isi but way isi ye no it was changed, it was corrected say here the republic and so now we are okasa no na odi ye asem mentiasie court no a na edi na asem okasa court no kra ni tumi wo mramu kwame fast track high court no fast track court na edi sisa na high court ma ya asem no ko ya ko wie supreme court na me wo justice Modibo Kran o ma lead judgment e was asem no ho onim nipo decent here I was asem no Atuguba
justice Atuguba
now no cry in his disagreement no he agreed fully a full judgment naba asem no to aso sa justice Henrietta Mensah Bones Aban sorry
Yisa ni free her
sorry kwame me
that's it
mame emraninim temuafo papa Henrietta Aban satam na oye your friend saying high court judge I'm saying no you court of appeal judge cra
sitting as an additional high court
judge odis hasem no case na odi ya ankasa no nsem o kan na ankasa no ye mongu yo appeal na succeed ya ye say ya bo asem ni nyina gu ni say ye say process no necessary ko admit IFC4 ensem kan bia wan famba
me person me hu ba bia free speech be mo sa ba bia
free speech me de ba
yes wo de wo de
enti na me kan besi say ye wo hu kwan say ye kasa but ye kasa no e wo ba bi ekokoduro
okay
ore chachu shasie de papa be ye atwa apia no anche ena de na etoto so eba ena ami unim say me ne wa horo ye kakra fine
oh say normal
na me ne de enkenye problem
sabe
de me pese me kan di wie ore chachu de no ho ene say onsusu kasa ya ma wani onyam ya hye wani onyam wa bobra but there are many people who are also aggrieved by his conduct in public office over the years, including the recent brutal removal of a sitting chief justice, which you were actively involved in when you all knew said the removal of Justice Gertrude Tokonu was nothing extra than travesty of justice. But that's all Supreme Court. You should the Supreme Court Becca. Sasa na biso ECOWAS Court. You should the Bekwa Kosi.
Na sasa asem ya can you?
Yantanwie Kwame. Who told you?
Me they can't say Ghana your substantive chief justice.
It doesn't matter, but the matter surrounding the removal of Justice Tokonu is still being challenged as illegal and unconstitutional. It has been resolved. It has not been resolved.
Yeah, baby,
yes. Kwame, now let me come to the issue of free speech. There's a trend, and I mean, Usu Banahine.
Oh, okay, we share it down.
Kwame, your history, you know. Yemubinom took a position, say, anti-NDC because of its history and our own political understanding orientation. Until about 2014 or 2013 when President Mahama became president. And some of us felt, say, it could evolve a new phase. Along that line, relationship, say, me of us, say, don't ketianum adopt ye mubinum etitiye ni adinti. We felt, say, look, let's give the NDC a chance and a bit relax on its history. But the Kosu are showing us, say, Abuano Sisane with the Niye. Before Kevin Taylor, I attacked President Kufuor. And some of Kayaso in Tronkwa. Now Kevin Taylor, dear, may the Mekacha and say, Mene Kwame Sefakai, who wait my dear them. But what trust the President Kufuor? Umfahuni. Sebi. Kwame Manchan or Bechami. And ABS on the Ayeti Penny. A bano bro be abo me san komoni minibi wa fidie so. I don't think I have ever met that gentleman. Onime me ne nkotena ba bia me ni hye ba bia da. Nso watena fidie so akansama fa me ho a minim say nya no kre. I grant him. Wakasa. But Papa is 87 years. John Ajekun Kufuor 87 years. Kwame only Papa ni di nkomo na gain da so ye alert say bibi e wo ho sabi wheelchair wo tim na nipa say na di sister kra wo mutimi ekoba amodin so but enye no nko a the deliberate attack on disability by NDC members as signs and surrogates are enough for a catalogue. Na mayebi wa.
Any assigns and surrogates.
Yes, members.
Or the NDC members say
NDC members. Omo ye NDC 4, any omo ye NDC Kasama 4, any one mo fin NDC ho ye nhu ye. Kevin Taylor o se de yi. President Kufuor aya akwadro no mpese obesore anante. Eh.
Kama minya sansem ne memboso. Why?
Mate.
Emoboso.
And yet,
don't give it oxygen.
Mate.
That's it.
But on your careful. If you say, ni say, Papa, nimfi ye chemu mienu kra half. We trim. So we trim kra emroso. On your careful. Ebia bama oma panwoche untimi mpese mebubu omudin. But who can say Speaker of Parliament currently? Kwame.
Yeah.
2018 oka said the entire omudi nkugo 2016 say President Mahama appointed Dr. Henry Sedudana as minister. And appointed Omane Buama as minister. Omu nyina na describe stammer and blindness. Oka say Minia San George. Oka say I've Okobna Green Street needs an elevation to be able to see the better Ghana agenda because Green Street akoka say they na ekoso ewo sa o mu claim say better Ghana no ni ho. Kwame 2017 his last State of the Nation address President Mahama ka say now we increase disability share of the common fund by 50%. It was not true. I am it say 2025 obeka say wa maso afi babia na na do danko akofo ado maso dru ye 3% no or they akọ 5%. But it was an insult. Say adia wonye ye ma ademdi na odeka. Chama general. Edu babi kra no yet say Auditor General's report. Sika na eye disability fund. Ye de akoye de ni say ye by appointees of the NDC. Kwame.
Correct.
Men come and traso. Jishemu kakra ma ye fa dem die ho. A sebi. hwehwe mu na boa akudru stage a ye friend no doctor of philosophy effort thesis Chama General
Yeah.
dem die eye nipa su me ka asem bi wan mo se mutum dan tara ni no kire se nipa bi ani hon mo wie peyo unyini nyame ye wadom na unyini dru stage bi a edam edem eye ade a ebeba wanyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ wonam mu a obɛyɛ mmerɛ wɔ wo nsam wanyɛ mmerɛ wɔ wo nsam a wadwene mu kura utumi yɛ mmerɛ ɛyɛ nipa su yɛmfa nni atam ɛna mpanin ka sɛ sɛbi unyini ya onsrɛ kwatia
Onye tintin ya.
Onye nyini wie ya onsrɛ obi a wanyina wie a ebi a ne height no ufiri sɛ wo fam ti nyai sadie no but me ka ba besi nansen de ekokɔ so Kwame Okai say President Kufuor ne early days of starting People's Assembly.
Okay.
I'm say Kumasi. Ena ura bi asem foforo.
Dr. Asem Foforo.
Wanyani baby ko.
Wanyani baby ko.
Oko di papa tem. Ena police fo omukɔ chi. Ade anchi na o ma ne kasa mafo sa abre no. Me ka say na ye kwabna na say Franka Jekum. Mu ba ko. Oma we issue statement. I'm say kwabna yeah, the early days. Senior kwabna engineer kwabna ajapon. Issue statement say police for Mr. Mo amunyai no. Say wo cassette ya me a kwan bi wo so a ese say ye fa so a ye ne ye be fa so. Mamu fa o man no mra. Enye kwa na me ma ye yi criminal libel ni fi. That's a record to J Kufuor. Kwame. Enu achi. E dia na ne ase obi kan se bi nyam sam na am se fidie su kakra da no buza me se mi nua kwam ba fo nsem na wo kan bi onu amefo aso ana se ima me ka se bi onu ma me fisa no ohye but kwame the remedy doesn't lie in
ojitum se kwame ba fo so anka se yi
na me kan me se nsem no bebre onu ma no ohye a enkoyie a minyaya anka wanka ne sa na anu yie no ne de ye de manana enu bi na adano former president Kufuor tufu say Sabi, you don't kill a fly with a hammer.
Sledgehammer.
Emma, former president, that time not a former president, and the current president, Mahama, said, if he has to use a bulldozer, he will use a bulldozer. Everybody would say it's a light. But seriously, as I say, a tree a book because Casa from there, Obian one more Casa or Nippon and Untiminia day, Empa, and answer Enfo. Mesre, Ajobre. But one more I say a petition diplomatic community, Chairman General.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't subscribe to that, and I will not change my position.
Any MPPO?
Yes.
I say on my petition diplomatic committee.
Sir, and yet the kind of okay said sometime be NDC force yebi.
Yeah.
I spoke against it then, and I will speak against this one. Yeah, woman and Mukwame make a yet diplomatic community, but me can say they are causing yet. Young Cassie bit me dear home come on. Last week, former President Mahama, Tama no a president be the first one. Okobabima ayi encrophobic or sab ene was na doya o 3 MPP che obi ayi. Omo demonstration for President Mahama. Ama make say sadia na no omo ye no it was dangerous. Subsequent ebi no so akoyiye bi. Mampani akofo ado ti so NDC for bi so koye bi. Enya fe egu oman nanimu ase. Da ba na de akoso wo America yi. Ya tis America for e wo Ghana hanmo. Ana sorry America for e wo America ho. Omo akoye report ama diplomatic mission e wo Ghana say Donald Trump ye nema bi wo mo ani nye ho. Yen nyai sade no enye ya yen kan efiasem. Ye kan sovereignty. Ye kan internal cohesion Kwame ene say yen ni ye ho so. Na enye nti I don't subscribe to that. But Nema na yakoso no so Mampani Mahama should take note. Upe umpo oman no security asemo de yakoso bia no ewie. You should be concerned about what is going on with respect to how the security apparatus is handling free speech. Anya bia kwan a yefa so koso no obi atro say enya kwan bia yefa so de criminal libel law abano no ana. I'm inclined to accept that position.
But it's not to also say I'm endorsing reckless, careless talking.
So we should also be
discourage that.
Responsible speech.
And discouraging that doesn't mean use the arm of the state against such persons. I discourage that too. I disagree with that position too. Ndiama yakasa honte. So when you make say, "Nsambi no one make kan ekra sabi." Uviza kwabna nyesa na okasa. Hwesan immediately. Na ye ho atoy. Sa na ese ye kono. Ti mesre pa say ho no mampani enhwe na ne wo mo ebo ban police sign ne so na no UPS ye program ya menya kwanhia IGP a okase mi nua na wo nam se ame wo meko eni meko ne ho na kodi nkomo se ye nhwe na sa na emai ye mrenda se enya ni nyina na obehu but from time to time no ye mfa ya so eni akire na ye nhwe se nema no ebeko yie
na ma me bi sa finally answer we wie enti omoso omokasa sabia ho nte ni ade. What do you suggest?
I condemn that.
Apart from condemn, how do we bend day?
Kwame, discipline who here? Nenona me kadiama political party say. If Ufi say obi di atemna say kama u party a. Obuao. You don't gain height by pushing somebody down.
You don't get high by pushing somebody down.
O tintin ya no sabi uko pia obi konformu a ema wo de no masro. You end up not even having the height that you would have had. Political party discipline, and I must say this with some difficulty because I've been in that space before. The way we run our political parties in Ghana, no kwame, and yet our political parties now be a breeding ground for nipa say bi omokasa ehonte wo betumi edi atem kese no wona ye ma wo mo kese wona ye ma enti wo kasa na wasama wo ka no say bi kase ye nie huni ye mo ye ho modern say ye be hye ye ho so pe you become a target from internal opposition there e de atenie ba ne dabi enye. I condemn that Kwame in no uncertain terms. Say obia odi amanyosamunti bedi atem bekasatia mpani yankasantia no yankasa sumas ye modin. And then that is why the danger also is say unkwa wako kasa no na dia fra manyuko ni nyina enu ntina se manyuko eye serious say be ya yankasa manyuko say na mutinti obi koka de nya na yakasatia me wie with this say I'm sir Kevin Taylor oya na die ama MPP issue statement a request senka party headquarters of NDC womun condemn no mun dissociate from it maintain mohwe ana no de so aye bae sa me ofa asedun kete. I know he's on a tour in the northern region. When he comes back I will seek audience with him. These are ana madam Fifi Kwete Misramo mini asame mom tia sa de no enye especially omo de dem die didi atem no enya de papa kra ye nim de ye nyina obra na ye bo no e de be kwakoduro ti mesre na ma bompa ye so asre asafo mpanimfo ne wonu ma edi sumu anim ene hemfo otumfo ye bo abaso ye dawase de wo ye enfo aka no so mun sore na munya bi nyo otumfo nko na sabi esese okasafa yen amamra ne amanie ene nhihye ya ebo ne ni die ba me papa nana ko blanket ya otoso num so ewo mu a okasa nana oso me bo abaso enfo aka me sremo
omonkasa
nana hemanom na no omokoye nhyamu a efa sa de ehu nana ya nso a otoso miensa yes monkoso na munye sa adwuma no na oman for lastly Kwame yen kai so oman no yensom eni nipa no eye meni umienu. Nobody will build Ghana for us. Nobody. Now one more a year di atem no omon kai se atem enam kwan no so wo twen.
Kwame da se osuba ni yemo yenkomo.
Chairman General.
Yes sir.
Mitie minua kabila emise oma mera ho anopai.
Ade.
Sanse ye be ka free speech wasam. na wakofa ewura chachuchikata enkomodi okodi wa UPS no dia betu ensenie so anopai na watutu ni se esreni abasa. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mi che Kabila se onim ade a yewura chachuchikata efa mu emfie nson ansan ye de ne koto afiase a he nearly lost his life. Enka o mekane ya okan. He has every right to voice out. Nyema eto no. Se wo be kokko to mfie nson ye beje o passport, you cannot travel. Ene ebinom ye adwuma wie ye, amadwane akotra America, amso mo ma. They will not come and account for their stewardship. They are seeking to become citizens in America. But chikata tran ha call process ni mfie nson. O kokko to akwaji date you. Okoya judge say, also we a lawyer. O lawyer ni hokra, you can defend yourself. Down on your pronounce no. Ai judgment edne koto nsam. Na se eya we wa fam na wa ba no o kana sem o ye bo na ba no o kana sem say omampanyi bia de a o de ye me nearly cost my life. O se wa anya de. Bijama Ghana for. Chairman General, speech. Se wo hwe yewura abronye a wakofa sa ensem we nyina abakromu a. Omamu ha. Anka nei asem de abagana say ya exit IMF nka no na was ye discuss ya no pay chairman me boa
ona ho ka meet you
chairman say wo de be ya adwen
meet you
asem de abakro mu a economy ya ye yie ni ade a lawyer cross say eniema ye yie anka e be discuss no anopay abronye eni e discuss
me who say my try abronye wa ha bia yeah, NPP to diplomatic community laments sponsored political arrest threatens chaos. NDC demands parliamentary probe into Apanya Markins attack on judge. And I mean who are bringing you. Yes, sir.
MPP a petition Kokrokoo say enema e koso wo mamuha no. Omun kan bi nkyere aban. Na omun make demands bi. Say in the immediate yen release abronye from BNI cells. Chairman,
yes, sir.
Enuti na ama abronye ehun aba asem we mu. Demand you make nyina say yache abronye. Ena de lawyer afenwoma keko kan ye nyina so ye abronye che yache no. Inti abronye eye the center of the discussion in the free speech. Chairman, se wuchie abronye ye se wakobie TV bi afa no hia TV. Se wodo traso na se wo so power enya sanketwa ma hwe ni videos ni bi se Dr. Richard Anani
Impacho and don't men repeating your now
men kan ne man chairman so eh time kra se sansam no a abronye timi ka fa papa ne ho ebiem His Eminence Archbishop Duncan Williams and someone abronye fa eka fa papa no munyamfo yi ho to the sense that papa gina sorry them mu a na o preaching no you could see say na ne ho wo so the man was in pain say abrantie etimi tra TV so e kan sam say family ho wabra enyampa no ye ni nyina chi wi a MPP for abonaba so ye chiri bia no makobo dompem ye chiri bia no makobo dompem yen yi abronye chairman omampanyi a wote so enei eye President Mahama abronye horo no ma papa no antimi e ma o man lawyer chro letter e de come CID boss se me saman abronye amam niema se ni na abronye ka fa me ho. In fact, MPP forecast say CID for nim no mutu asem ne ho anamo no mo de. Ya nhwa asem ni besi enne. Abronyo.
Enti
Onu ankasa na no mu asem.
Abronye nkwa ene kasa sa.
The chairman me ba.
Okay, to us.
No na the center of the discussion.
For you.
In 2018
For you is the center. I just want to put on record say any central discussion for
Chairman.
us. But for wo?
Anya me.
Mpacho.
Anya me. Minority leader asemu okokan no.
Mpacho.
Eye hwanti no okokan.
Mestre Bibre. Free speech and matters arise. Ebi on paper no so.
Chairman, I producer the Sunday me wo me phone so. Me wo.
And Abronye din wo so.
Enti me ka free speech yasem ya na me ka.
Mpacho to
So e wa limit.
To aso.
Hwe abronye kodi ono ane party fo atemu ama 2018 atebubu. Party for kokobro no anyame nko a ebu ni nsam nyina ano yanti.
Where sure?
Yes, that was March 13.
Okay.
2018. Oh, want it.
Debbie.
Emma, then acting general secretary John Boadu. Ebeka say, and yes, nipa no mo party for nti ye ba beja om. Be police for call hospital ni abronye kodi nkomo no, or say uncooperative with the police. In the assembly by year police case. Chairman, DNT and a can't free speech as me. So, share minority leader, Mranim for what benefited from the judiciary. And ya fenyo marking, and I mean, judicial gymnastic rather. Say, yeah, J and Yama be the acquire gymnastic or court to me at the 2015. That's the one I ADB case because IPO in 70 idea. Chairman, okay, 2015 near Baba district assembly election.
Then about
A year fisherman be war a futu a friend of Emmanuel Mensa.
already.
Or say electoral commission money kwamana and contest election. Assembly election no. Or the assembly no down Supreme Court. None a lawyer any afenyo marking.
Okay.
Na adi electoral commission aye a preparation nyina we aye beto aba. Eye March 3rd no. 27 February and the Supreme Court ma verdict. Say eye CI 85 for a day beto sa election no. Kra e machon we e wo parliament. It yem postpone election no. According to electoral commission, omoboka 200 million cedis. Onipa bako. Ye to pada gu afenyo marking so. But dia semwe di bim. Sem kese pa. Emma Supreme Court say yema papa no kwan no contest election. In fact, he went on to win the election ewo efutu. Chairman.
Master.
Enre ye. Afenyo marking as majority leader. And the Assembly Supreme Court and upon Nondu. That very day, ye panele Supreme Court judges by 3 p.m. near the Assembly man. Supreme Court to say obi MP ne ojina MPP ticket so say ne lawyer mesa na oye MPP ni. Now say 2028 meko jina wo afofanto so a eno ye future nti wuntimi nyina so ne enyina di wa bra ne bia sipen afenyo mark say sadie no say Supreme Court wa ni hu asem ama no a spiritually enye ma no kra so baba ye minority leader because ye yisa enipa 9 fi parliament ya ebe ma na baba ye minority leader Supreme Court di asem no e ma afenyo mark satem na ai court no ye Fencheye ena Tamale High Court. Edi asem won kwandai constituency. Senka MP no yenyi ni yedai emfi parliament. Afenyo marking as minority leader. And some ka fa judge no di asem no e wo High Court wo. Edi be fra Chief Justice nyina. So ya be ye ni su attacking judges. And right here, the see what then tell or say me ankasa judge no me fa buo ma no actually all the above for minority or say yen minority there who kan ya waka yen nyina ye be ye de be all kasem no or say me ankasa me fa buo ma judge no opa on cite me for contempt. Chairman uchimika say judge ne kra jam wan law school onim de oye because of abronye na eya na ibremu na minister Felix Kwachi Ofosu ebe kan yese Ghana Bar Association wo krom ha ni afenyo marking eye nyina de awe
Omemu ha
oh chairman fa chairman inso atontia
to aso
ni afenyo marking eye nyina Ghana Bar awe omo issue one statement condemning him and na oye de oye no. Now you see enema mienu na afenyo eye de oye no baako January 31st na MPP for ekoto aba presidential candidate. Na o hwe results we call so efutu a. Na candidate ya eventual winner no. O lose poto e wo futu. Nti na ono ankasa no. Ni dibia as minority leader na ehun ya keka. So to be accepted in Baumia's camp no, I was a menye bibi. Menke kame homo who's a me ye juma.
Baby, I could no.
Chairman and Kawedi and Kadian.
Free speech.
Free speech, you.
Okay.
So was a me Casama Dr. Baumia who's a yes, me ye juma. Even though man support now, so me ye juma man, me ye juma. Second,
FM.
So what the ehuna be said judges for mu amenipa a omugina court a omufi MPP amanyoko mu koduru judges here anymore judges here soro oh yeni krom oman mu ha ena mrantie bi bowura court e wo Kumase eko free omo ankrofo a na omugina trial e dey na ye o e fine o eti free speech na ye kan no our limit. Femranchi and then near ma on the internet ye. Chairman General.
Papa.
And near ma and the AI. It's me the ye. Na ye publish false publications. Near ma ye can go crofo who fini adie. Na ye say, because you call on work room and embassies, no one till the cost work room. They know everything. Chairman.
Papa.
Me wo adamfo bi wadabraka. In fact, oh yeah, baba, hon na me yimiti. Na woni obi ekodi nkomo of phone so nipa ne ye adwuma o one of the embassies. And okay, oh minia. Isi ade wonu say enema mu aye den ni ade me pese me tu kwan say connection bi o ho ne ade a. Wo betimi aboa me ne ade na onu ameso aye den ma tu kwan bi. Ma ti say wa boa nkrofo 1 or 2 bi ne ade. Chairman, ni na otwi mienu oso won barbering salon a Kokrokoo. Nipa miensa. Efid embassy ho abase o. Ya che se oni asomasi adi nkomo wo phone so. Now we are interested in connection kwa wo kano. The person is under investigation. Nkomo oni di wo phone so. Chairman. Eno say me nkasa. Menye interested no muja card o say se wo sisan wadwen se wo be corporate a fresh our number we na wo boa yen yen so be boa eti ne ekoso a ewo enne de ye kasa wa hai ye programming Washington State Department they are listening. Chairman and Sankra de unhia interpreter AI fi ya ye kan e de be cobro fa mo sesi a eti de ekoso nyina de awe iti ade na wo ko petition om say omo meka de ni nipa di atem e wo TV so ni radio so they are where si e chinkrofo a na mo akogu CID office dum so abo ni e tonyo compose nyom they are where some minority for ti ko tran yoko office e form am for se to no mo sisi form demand say nipa ya che omo for under investigation ye yi omo mom they are where it is bien bien and how much good character so and they are diplomatic issue. Chairman.
Papa.
And chair MPP for about national election. Nipa ni bebre be contest bi manam wa.
Meaning
it say no. Omo pese you who say omo ya adwuma. Ombesan contest election ni biom. Nti da bia omso be demonstration. Hwenra youth organizer of MPP say omo be shem ranchie kutu pan say omo make country no ungovernable.
Free speech. Mpacho you discussing free speech.
Chairman,
Papa.
free speech. So MPP for omo ye to say Arsenal team.
Arsenal winning legal.
Team ni nye nanso da bia Arsenal. So MPP yeah enema e be mo aye no.
Arsenal winning league. Why?
Chairman.
Kwabra.
Wow.
Enche.
Minority leader can't answer no a press conference no more born about leader. Yeah, Shen Kutu Pass say more free speech. Sign MPP 40.
Okay.
And then in your crowd say, hey, we are champion. Mesa call meeting or listen no PA and Uncle Foydin. Minister, we are champion. Honorable, you can do 10 rounds. She said, you better fancy a man, someone won't grant interview, you say it. Sign MPP.
Yeah, see for me.
It is chairman. Me did see for me.
Me too.
Free speech, you know. Our limit. And ye be beyond a fatai, say ye beka. Na si obi koka asem na the assembly no. Muma on fa emranim na mrano ene ni. And so if you move here, me sure so be dey. Oba be repeat sa enema ne biem.
Okay.
Enti anopai ni emeka ne say Ghana ba. Yesi onipa obe sign letter ye be condemn minority leader or my ogusu meeting. Ti en fa statement my.
Oti we.
Oh, omo PRO lawyer Ghana ba mo PRO no this.
And okache wo say
grantee interview.
Say obi obe sign. Say obi obe sign letter no meeting.
Say prepare statement e be condemn no onipa obe sign no my.
O Canada ben.
Oh, lawyer.
There be misalo mi bisao. O Canada ben.
Yeah, this week ya.
O Canada this week. Nansane ne. Nti o Canada nansane ne say obi ba be sign letter nipa no meeting.
Yeah, but tell me who release it say onipa ne my.
And out here 3 days later now can you say?
Chairman, release in my idea say onipa no sign letter no. Oh my.
Yo, Mate. Yankwa anyway. Mate me da say. Kabila Dr. Sylvester Cheji Mfisu Chia no pay. Me ja no ha.
Aja no ha. Me de kabi.
O de ne ka ko tia ka.
Mary di me ho.
Ko tia ka. This one says Chairman General, are you discussing free speech or what? Akoko in Paris, he says, ask Usubanai what he's discussing. Well, free speech. And then, can we go back to the days where we loved Ghana, sang its national anthem, recited its pledge over political parties? But in the end, both parties win, but Ghana suffers. In Kura, live from Sunyai. Good morning, in Kura. And then, that's the NDC guy understand, Penny Due Mante Mante. Well, not all issues deserve reactions. Opinion says so. And then okay. Was Banahene in Ghana when then ex-president Mahama and leading members of the NDC discussed and made bad comments about the judiciary when they were in opposition to foreign Hamburg, Germany? Let's see. I was hoping Banahene would have condemned the comments by that guy in the US. The guy who came to town was protected and left this country, but he's remained one-sided. And then Ohene Abua says, what has Washington got to do with the conversation in Ghana? Oh, NDC. And then, okay, let's move on. Our judges owe us a huge responsibility to help protect our democracy. They shouldn't let politicians influence their sense of judgment. Okro Yebowa. Chairman General, we're in this country. Do you know what some of these NDC guys said in opposition, or have you also forgotten? Who's this? Martin Asari. Ejapa?
Chairman.
Mpojo Brembiai.
Banahine wa mo raho pa.
Banahine ma raho. Bensin.
Because nkomo ye di no serious. But I'm there. Odri dagger na o trivialize issues no. That's my observation, and it's unfortunate. Zande debia na maka kwame de ye chechiro mano. And I mean mentitia especially at disco or the team on no guide more politics most of the time. In fact, all the time. Also, others have labored, we share their glory. Ours is to do exploits and add to their gain. So those who come after will take up the story. And where do you end the NAM painful or money? And see, Saddam or money ne pay DJ number nanum, where you to me glorify insults. Asama and the yaka say against, then the ye defender. Then it's unfortunate. See, in principle, I don't entertain arubashishe in politics.
Yeah.
Most often no say engage in arubashishe na you focus on ono and leave the key issues oboboa yan man can come behind. And me endorse the so-called commenter or say abronye okwekeye. Now
Engine Tuma.
No, not at all. I don't endorse it.
Okay.
Personally, I don't. And I'm not sure the MPP as a party necessarily will endorse the content of this statement or Mickey. Is the actions Abano will take to prosecute him in the manner that is happening today. I don't know, be I condemn.
Not
Not at all. Not at all. You see, Omi didn't quarrel because say Anyadama really, what's the point? And mempe equalization so. Osanda and Sama and one war position working against judges, including the president himself. Felix Kwachi for my brother. Ayariga describes Supreme Court judges as unintelligent.
Okay, and
Oh, video no, it's all over TikTok. And a people marry. Well, Joy FM for one evening programs now.
PM Express.
PM Express. It's all over. It's all over. You describe judges in words.
Unanimous FC.
Osunumami, this, that.
MPP women organizer. That's how you describe it.
That's how you describe the chief justice.
Ghana for almost share Supreme Court.
And if you Somalia, and see, Yati. You see, that's what I'm saying now, yeah. But I say, Maurice, you know, saw your fear or your doubt. No problem. Also, the future is over there. Pregnant. Now, how do you even go and arrest somebody who posts on social media that Dumswa is back? And you say we shouldn't talk. But in fact, Dumswa is back. Beyond Akosombo, for the next 1 year, there will be intermittent power outages across the country.
Yeah.
Because of some transformer was and some light to call over on the Dumswa. In fact, I mean now for the past 2 weeks, every day, yes, for generator. Every blessed day. Ebisami. You see, so assuming, how is that condemnable that you go and arrest a young man? How? Adenta Kumi go makes a statement, young man, then boom, wakwa catching. And you hear them justifying it all. Akufo Addo Nabredo. Watching Krofo in like manner. Then I ask myself, Nenya who na promise Ghana for them, Akufo-Addo na bread or oyeno onyeno. Want to abamon everybody about reset Ghana. Was that not your commitment to the people of Ghana? So why are you doing the same and worse? Why? Kasanobia kanonya. Yes, by all means, let's condemn the person. Now you encourage young party for. Of course, in extreme cases, you can apply the law.
But Donkof was saying it's a main country that's American onion choir. I say Mahama Yarika never used the word unintelligent. He used the word not knowledgeable about the president in the USA. Donkof was saying okay. Pacho Chiado.
I mean, see, looking for the video will take my time. But Miss and the payer, I've watched the video.
No, you say unintelligent. And now also not wise. And now
unintelligent.
Paraphrase.
I'm going to paraphrase. May use a specific word as a paraphrase. Make a statement, another use one word. Let's not do this. Doesn't augur well for the building of our country. And how you fail to appreciate this now, it beats my imagination. We have a history from the Rawlings era. You criminalize speech. Tell me if the actions are agencies of state will undertake CCR, it's not taking us back there. Or you think you'll be in power forever? You won't. So, but that's the point. That was so-called resetness about resetting Ghana. No. Where are you taking us to now? Such that you think that the MPP about the next day, somebody, there won't be wolves that will say that, hey, pay them back in their own coin. How do we build a country with that kind of attitude? And you should be bold to condemn the state security agencies. And I'll bet you if you say when you speak the truth. Let's not do why you wanna be Juma. And you hear a judge, yes. And I was reading the provisions of the criminal or other offences procedure code to you. That yes, it's within the right of the judge to refuse bail in certain circumstances, including when there is the belief there Obi Kudoboka commit offense. But there are gravity of offenses, hierarchy. And so you ought to read the provisions, the entirety of Section 96, which says that bail primarily should not be denied as a means of punishment. Why do we do this?
Just to aid you, I'll fact check what you said. Kwame, if you don't mind, I'll just read a post. This is Mama Yarga in opposition, openly describing Supreme Court judges as unintelligent.
Unintelligent. I'm not a kid. And you think the video is there?
He was talking to MFR
Power. MFR Power on Joy FM. Joy, it's there, right there. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
How would I read something on air? I would not do it. Please.
And look, yes, I agree, Kabila, with the point there. Because of Enankase and sovereignty, as much as possible, you contain complaints to diplomatic corps massa and try and resolve some of these things ourselves. But sometimes it's necessary. How many demonstrations, how many visitations to state security agencies having the opposition leaders?
I condemned what they did. I condemned.
No, remember. No, I don't have a problem. I'm not even talking about the NDC. I'm talking of MPP speaking against arrest every day. Be a walk of BNI. One case after the other. There's no end in sight. And see, as a member of the Committee of Nations, don't you think it's appropriate that we bring it to the attention of the international community that this is what is happening in our country? Yes, they know it. But if we don't bring it to their attention in a formal manner, how do we even quell these actions?
The lawyer, why a deputy minister, why a minister? But are you under investigation?
But what has me being under investigation got to do with free speech that people are expressing themselves?
No, what's in
Merba. The issue is the free speech that is under attack today.
No,
That every comment be make biano, then police state security go and arrest them. Every comment, statement be make biano. Now I why? That's the issue. And yes, in common catch now. I don't have a problem with holding people accountable. Why not? Hey, investigation if you will be about with the Obano Bona. Prosecute the person. There's no issue. After all, as we speak, one line of up in court every day. Has anybody complained? But why do you keep Abronya in jail? Because of comments that he made. Why? That is the issue. No punishment, or remanding. Chief, but that's why the point is that the point is all the arms of government, if there is clear suspicion that some people are weaponizing the institutions of state, because judge, our track record in handling similar matters that go before it, people shouldn't voice it out. And what is the government itself saying? You are sitting here essentially dancing around the issues and justifying them. Focus on Abronye. But who says Abronye should necessarily be the focus? Because a plethora of instances. And if the pathway open the Konina, let's see how it plays out. Now, what commitment they make it to Ghana for? That I thought that would be your focus as a government.
No, we are doing it.
You are doing it. I wish every government well. And to say, if you are doing it, now young men or women of Ghana, what's it? When you do 3 shifts, my Captain Smart work morning shift, some medium afternoon shift, and a lady or I've been at Titio say if you are Titio say I'm a Titio work or 10 shifter. The good people of this country will judge you in 2028. But I'm conscious of if Sekura Minini war minimum babuno still behind you. That the so-called Formula 133 is increasingly turning out to be a Sakawa promise. That's one more time. Okay, because who 4 years on swing, no problem. But that should be the issue that engages your mind. Chasing Abronye and all these young men who are expressing their constitutional right to free speech, albeit I agree, ought to be in a decorous manner. And they chase one. To what end? Chairman.
Brother.
I hope that President Mahama or the non-basic form
Far about the home.
with the kinds of happenings in the country. Unless, of course, they onim na naso support. And I want to believe they be onim. But say Banahinits na ha osi report order call diplomatic community was unnecessary because they themselves know and witness the happenings in the country. Then I'm inclined to believe that the president of this country is very much aware of the cry that people are putting out
in the law.
And see, okay, is the law Yahtzee? But also tomorrow is pregnant. And I do not wish for the cycle to be repeated. But it seems to me that anyone end this for more than Ojamonian. And remember that and yeah, I mean type on good seeing here were MPP. There are others who think and act like you.
My
And the check is the law. That is what you are telling me. That is the law. I'm telling you that. Oh, of course. Because
it's the law.
It's the law. No problem at all. No problem.
What was the president?
You see, I read to you sections of section 96. And I'm trying to explain to you the rationale for why Brandon will make provision for keeping somebody in on suspicion that Oja Naboka commit the same offense. But citing instance of armed robbery, because they are felony offenses, they are misdemeanors, they are very basic, simple things that the entirety of 96 and the Supreme Court decisions are also even felony offenses crampono are bailable. So how do you then remand somebody because in your view a jana radio do so is it the case then that the judge is using the law to gag people from expressing themselves freely? That's the subject matter that was given to us to discuss. But I will focus in there. Oh yeah, bro, but you forget the people in your party who have said worse than Abronye and walked free under His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo Naban. Until we are here, 2028 will come. Let me say, you can say whatever. You promised that Akufo-Addo moye biano onye erba basisa. And if even only one individual or 2 or 10 or 100 people were arrested on Akufo-Addo, which is not even the case. Expectation that they're going to find there, Seba, this will be a thing of the past. Is that what is happening?
Let me move on, Ejapa. Is that what is happening? Eric Amponsa says, my brother Kabila has made an important point, which is to petition the diplomatic community. When Nanado was president, why didn't we or Parliament petition them regarding LGBTQI? So can't we resolve our own issues? I am sad. Eric Amponsa Boateng. And, okay, lots of you have sent the video to me, so all I can say is, okay, Misu Mehubi. I will not pass judgment on it. Just a few more minutes.
Yeah, Kwame. Me born and anum dinu me jamina na na manchakoro na bisakwan. Say ono so ya o ma maintaining ka national issues. Say odina nutumbi. Chairman General. Quickly.
Topa.
1995, Owura be a friend Dr. Kwesi Botwe.
Yeah.
Or resign from Aban
as finance minister. Yeah.
Unim reason or the my.
One of the primary reasons was Tamaye oil exploration and Ora Chachuchikata.
Thank you. Mr. Chachuchikata should remember that. Kwame. His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor. A banner ICT digital transformation of this country. He laid the fiber optic backbone. Education expansion. John Ajekum Kufuor na daroma ena a school feeding program a primary school S-Cube and yes say eba in force eba be ye adwuma anyame adom to so ni nua Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo beto aso ye free SHS. Chairman General, democracy and security reform a eboa ma ne yanya 1992 constitution yamana ye stable achepa papa a friend no Francis Poku, former National Security Minister, and will be a dance here 2024, brand new disability conversations. Or see, the greatest achievement of J. Kufuor is his victory on anocracy. And then succeeding a president now so dominant in all the sectors of the economy and the governance, like Mr. Rawlings, and yet stabilizing the country. And yanya transitions be said there also a 9 in sia any watwe e kodi animi Chairman General Edruba bi Ghana had mo under President J. Kufuor na banks chasing Kufuor say emergency loans but okay he diversified the economy. I am talking about the record of J. Kufuor. Please let me talk.
They are doing same.
I don't think so. Kwabra Twaso.
Chairman no correct.
Okay, Chairman Bank Bako.
Oh.
Kwame
Bank ni bi.
Kwame to aso.
Kwame to aso. Chairman General.
Absa Bank ene Absa mabodi.
Chieftaincy reform and transformation. Please.
I heard that. Also, Mati Absa Bank. Why me that? Kwame to aso.
Eyemfo nananom ene omunkodi nkomo. Reform in chieftaincy. Ode me papa SK Buafoko ye minister for chieftaincy any de kaka ho. Youth unemployment, how to tackle it. Because the National Security Ministry had presented a paper say a national security threat. And on an yabenya Gida ni NIEP ni de kika kangunyano J Kufo ni record no. Chairman General. More importantly, letting intelligence guide governance. And now illegal money here at say. Ote honka na penso. Because the national security mapped out all the areas. Asemsi wahani apia muni akoye intelligence guided governance. And ya sabi personal issues. Me nkase papa no are perfect. But under this fourth republic, Chairman General.
Okay.
Any research kakra maye no, I can say without any equivocation say he remains the best. Perhaps only second to Nkrumah. Na no kra no beat Nkrumah on human rights. Hey, me can say na as an Nkrumahist, people don't get it. Because forever, yempo, J Kufo, the wabe ye dia bo o my Ghana no. Ebeko so me college, Prempeh College, end 2010, just a year after Olivu office. Ye organize ye say ye shenen nyam de waye. Papa, mesreo, mawakuma enke yem. Na face so faure she wo nyankopon mu obekun wokun e de ama. Last point amidi we na any say Chairman General. President Mahama should remember say the second coming either say obeye aboa atra the oye in the first term and also obeye worse than his first term. Mempaye ni say obeye the former. Now wabo modern a change the oye. Adia bako ebe di nanim kan pa eni say obetimi arise above partisanship. We are less than 150 days in his term in office. Chairman General. Near aka wonanim no ene doso. Mesre no. Say ye mom modern. Say ye betie the man for ken. Of course. Enyo bia na de obeye ne beso nani. But now no okoye de sebi eboama dem die nkomo akonanim yi. Me trafidie so bo wabaso. Ne wo ye bia ebeboa ma oman atumpo no Kwame me ma hye bo se de ogina Ghana fa ono na me tenachi meta wachi now so the oman for ye na say especially from within the security apparatus any speech free speech in same President Mahama ma wadwene ko ho kakra
Kwame medase also banane to yeah pon yeah
me say Kabila oni yeru achachuchikata e wa asem because okwa no wasan be sim no abebody dey
kokobo na me no say o de papa ye piapia obenya ho reply
piapia na me tell say de papa no farm mfie nson no say we farm 1 year kra e bia nka we timi so
o de ye get to talk no wakasa
de when o de
empacho mo onwe
de chachikata de ye get to talk no wakasa
kwabra metama so me so
and for ye ne den ha Supreme Court
kwabra empacho
wakasa na mu fi say President Kufo not to Supreme Court
metama so
say o si chachu
yeah me tie banani yenwie
Chairman
me tie
say lawyer ka say ye de obi aba court ni ya man appeal ya man bail oh kwan say obeko higher court no akwaji bail amano it's a form of protest me ne judge no judgment enya adwen the judgment no was in error eti me dey call amia man bail higher court it's allowed and I'm a lawyer eti Sunday somebody assembly call high court see en come abroad here it's a form of protest said the money circuit court judge no money ne nya adwen e won judgment o maye eti enkana is esowa na attack on the judge there enye chairman this week area Kokrokoo ko publish letters bia tamwa 2003 letters say President Wallace na obetu kwan na o pese J. Kufuor by Emman courtesy or enjoy as a former president.
After going to
na ye deny no.
After
free speech. Free speech in America where you.
Yeah, on
free
out
speech.
Of order,
Yes, President Kufuor ne be repeal criminal libel law. But when to me stand violence criticisms on his government, it was drawn the courtesy Nana Kufuor was the Attorney General, a foreign minister. And no drawn in it's President Rollins Ubeshia no weapon non work around the backs. And they were better hire President Kufuor Basu, he's a saint. Why now who condemn Kokrokoo. Chairman, Adia Bakwa. I was here. I remember say Anthony Kabo, one of the advisors of Dr. Bawumia.
Now, Kabo so heavy.
Kabo.
Or say Dr. Bawumia, the character traits in President Mahama Pepe, the demeanor, the calmness, near the end. It is a President Mahama a cordia and can get Dr. Bawumia president. Now, so chairman, in Nipa, Yachiro Moa, Yamo Mobelia. Near Roma Command Dr. Bawumia no show mukutupa. Nipa lawyer Mesabu Mudin say Yachiro Munina, Yedobia Kochia Dr. Bawumia will fear after releasing them. To the sense, Abronya ya can answer me, and the communication committee of Dr. Bawumia, Yadenata. Ochina Behena Bronya information minister. In the unlikely event, said Dr. Bawumia by your Mampania, the Ebet Rahuni. It is a Bawumia. You do to President Mahama Hundia. Nene ma o character no and yet is a President Mahama because they all know and go back condemn this attack. Yeah, when this, yeah, be a Kabila was sorry. Transi, what can we all sorry?
Transi, Michelle and Nimres how?
Oh, Chama, maybe yes, yeah.
Focus on what you want to do. Michelle and Nimres.
Aha, Chama, yeah, what and this is a ye bibia. President Mahama and Kasankasa will be cool. Where your pania or Tranfiema and Niema and say, no Chimika, not being a chair in Mofra. Then PP. She says a chairman anywhere. Nase, Dr. Bawumia be leader. And then a near mayor cosmo, Dr. Bawumia Jimin condemn. Now say, oh, issue statement. A canal statement, never saw a condemn, say, and near ma monso more cano. And now more yeno, and yet be condemn. Now so want me and can was them. The mum the all can say. Free speech is under attack.
It is free speech is not under attack.
Meaning say Mesa and a troll. Sa statement in a doctor assign.
Bisa, free speech is not under attack.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all, Chairman.
All right.
Eti said Dr. Bawumia and so Sanya Maiswa and your mama condemn in Crawford, including Abronya. I didn't account member of his communication committee on the Mesa and a Yajumo committee. Chairman Banwasi.
Medase. Bobo Yampone.
Yo, Chairman. Now I am one the Obia and NDC4 MPP National Council committees are set to assist with the management of the party now affairs on one leg. Now also sector committees are what draw experts from academia, business, and members of parliament to speak on specific sectors of the economy.
Yeah.
What continue or brand the know about me and committee. The MPP about me there. So I cannot understand. Yeah, election time and also you. Chief. Ekase matna ho. Ekase matna ha. Membe mano. So don't go there. I don't know their fixation on Bawumia. I don't know their fixation. I'm a member of the committee. I'm a member of the energy sector committee. See, Kwame. Kabila answer Norbosorno or admonish His Excellency the President. And I re-echo the same sentiments. Tom Pain, yen democratic journey, yako enenyim kakra. CCR no ono no kita mantle of leadership of young country. Ne actions and inactions nobody determine how his legacy is defined. Tiabasran.
Marty.
On funding an offensive form. Now the incessant attack on free speech that is happening under his watch, especially having regard to Nankasan background. On Shanam order to know 1.2. And yet the man, you.
And yet the man, you. Madasi. Ejapa Mesa, former tourism minister, former deputy energy minister, former MP second D. Also Banahene, government spokesperson, and James Kwabnabonfe PhD, lecturer UPSA, executive director, Rights of Youth and Disability International, and